Every day, we're faced with choices, some small, some massive. Do you help the homeless man on the corner or keep walking? Do you tell the painful truth or a comforting lie? Do you forgive the person who wronged you or let the wound define you? These moments aren't just decisions, they're questions about who we are, about what it means to live a good life. And for thousands of years, humanity has looked to religion for the answers. But what happens when belief fades and the sacred silence grows louder? Can you still be ethical without religion? For many, morality and religion are intertwined, inseparable. We've been told that to be good, you need God, that commandments define right and wrong, that without divine rules, we descend into chaos. It's an idea so deeply planted in our culture that even non-religious people feel the echo of it. But here's the truth. You do not need religion to be good. And yet, this isn't a simple answer, because behind it lies something deeper, more vulnerable, a question we don't always know how to ask. If not God, what guides me? Before laws, before books, before temples, we had each other. Long before organized religion, humans lived in tribes. We hunted together, grieved together, celebrated together, and to survive, we had to cooperate, trust, share, protect the vulnerable, punish the betrayer. Our morality, our sense of right and wrong, is older than Scripture. It's written in our evolution. We are a social species. Empathy isn't divine, it's human. We feel pain when others hurt. We crave fairness. We recoil from cruelty, even in silence. You don't have to teach a child that it's wrong to hit. You don't have to read a holy book to feel guilt when you lie. These emotions arise not from the heavens, but from the heart, and from the deep biological truth that we are not meant to live alone. And yet, religion offered something powerful. It took that raw moral instinct and shaped it into stories, myths, commandments, parables, tools to teach, to remember, to bind us. It gave us a why for our what. Why not steal? Because it hurts community. Why forgive? Because resentment chains you. Why be kind? Because the divine sees all. Religion created frameworks, reward and punishment, heaven and hell. It made morality sacred, eternal, and for millions, that guidance gave peace. But what happens when belief fades? More people today identify as atheist, agnostic, or spiritual but not religious than ever before. But does that mean they're less ethical? The data says no. In fact, studies show secular individuals are just as likely, and in some areas more likely, to donate, volunteer, and support human rights. Why? Because ethics doesn't need a reward, because compassion isn't a transaction. When you help someone, not for heaven, but because it's right, that's not less moral, that might be more. So how do non-religious people find their moral compass? Through reason, through empathy, through lived experience. Humanism, the belief that human welfare and dignity are ends in themselves. Utilitarianism, the idea that actions should aim to maximize well-being. Virtue ethics, living with integrity, courage, compassion, not because of divine law, but because they create harmony and meaning. These aren't abstract theories, they're ways of building a life with purpose, even in the absence of belief. Some argue, without God, anything goes. No judgment, no eternal consequence, just chaos. But look around you. Secular societies often have lower crime rates, less corruption, higher levels of trust. And maybe it's because when no one's watching from above, we realize we're watching each other. That accountability isn't supernatural, it's social. It's the weight in your chest when you disappoint someone. It's the inner voice that says, "You know better." That voice doesn't come from the clouds. It comes from conscience. Religion often offers something powerful, the promise that justice will come, if not in this life, then in the next. But if there is no afterlife, Does morality still matter? Yes, because the suffering you prevent, the kindness you offer, the dignity you defend, they matter now. To the people breathing beside you, to the stranger you'll never meet, to the world we're building, for those who haven't been born yet. This life becomes more sacred, not less, when it's all we know we have. Being ethical without religion is harder. There's no divine checklist, no all-seeing eye, no final judgment to rely on. It means you carry the weight of your choices. You can't say, "God told me." You have to say, "I chose this." That's freedom. But it's also responsibility. It's the realization that your life is your answer to the question, what kind of world do I want to leave behind? In the absence of religious faith, another kind of faith emerges. Faith in people. Faith in kindness. Faith that even in the chaos, there is goodness worth choosing. Not because it's commanded, but because it's right. A secular morality isn't empty. It's filled with everything we are. Our tears, our joy, our regrets, our hope. So can you be ethical without religion? Yes, but you need to decide what you stand for, what you protect, what you forgive. You need to build your own foundation, not from fear of hell, not for a seat in heaven, but because this world needs your decency now, not later, because these good without religion is not about rejecting something, it's about becoming something. A light in a world that sometimes forgets to care. A quiet answer to the chaos. A reminder that you don't need